Get it, let's go.
Good morning. It's a nice 70 degrees at 6:30 in the morning. Head into work. I got a couple classes I got to teach today. But look at the sunrise. Man, the sunrise is just beautiful this morning. Saw a rainbow on my way one of the clear fields that I drove past. Sunrises and sunsets are probably two of my favorite times of the day. And I've got to go and teach a class on airway for some EMS training that we're doing for my department. Hopefully it'll be a good little class. I got to teach today and tomorrow. Today is the lecture portion. Tomorrow is the hands-on. So I got to go teach that today, and hopefully, crossing my fingers, that the guys won't cause any issues during the class. I imagine they will. It's a bunch of firefighters, so we typically cause problems no matter where we go. But today is going to be about a half a day of work. I say a half day. It's more like a quarter of a day, quarter of my usual day. At 8, get off at 4. Right now I'm going to get in probably about 7:15. Have time to be able to eat breakfast, get the classroom set up, ready to go for the guys whenever they get there. Imagine it'll be a pretty eventful day. I'm teaching airway to my shift, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been an instructor for a handful of years now, and I've never really taught EMS classes. But how bad could it be? Could it be pretty difficult? I don't know. I think the worst part that I'm going to run into is the teaching the class to the guys that is on the same shift as me. If I'm teaching a recruit class, it's different. The guys that are in the recruit class, or girls that are in the recruit class, they really don't know a whole lot about what you're talking about. You're teaching your shift. These people have either A, been working in the fire service as long as I have, or B, they've already been through the class and they need a refresher. I don't condone BSing your way through any kind of class. If you don't know the information, you don't know the information. I think there's a lot of things that could come up teaching your own shift. Is obviously the one factor that's going to play a role in it is them being comfortable with you. Them being comfortable with you is already a factor that's playing into it because they work with you on a day-to-day basis. So being able to break that and understand that at the end of the day, my job is to teach you either the new way of doing some sort of training or help you kind of bridge that gap of maybe you don't 100% understand exactly what's going on. But it's supposed to be a nice day today. There's a little bit of clouds above, but for the most part, whenever I get done for the day, it's going to be nice. I think the high is 83 today. So I brought me a t-shirt to swap into, along with along with the camera. I can't stand when people speed up, slow down while we're trying to drive. Like, pick a speed and stay at that speed. Don't don't speed up, slow down. This is like right now. If you look behind me, there's nobody. I got a cruise set 70, and nobody's back there. I say there's nobody back there. They're there. They're just not directly behind me. But they're not directly behind me, so makes me feel a little more comfortable. My biggest thing that gets me about riding on a motorcycle is the fact that people either tailgate you, drive so slow below the speed limit that it forces you to have to do some not so safe activities, such as weaving in and out of traffic. Here in Georgia, we're not allowed to do lane splitting. We're not allowed to do... Because I'll be honest with you, the safest place for me to be is in front of somebody, for the most part. Being behind them, yeah, I could kind of be safer, but if I'm in between two cars, I have to rely on the person that's in front of me not to slam on brakes, which a lot of people have road rage whenever it comes to motorcycles. And I have to rely on the person behind me to be able to see my brake lights. Majority of the motorcycle accidents that I've been in has been someone behind me not paying no attention. And let's face it, the world we live in nowadays, people play on their cell phone while they're driving. I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of playing with my phone when I'm driving my truck or the car. The motorcycle, I don't mess with the cell phone whenever had to yawn. But I don't mess with the cell phone too much while I'm riding the motorcycle. Typically it goes up here in the mount, and that's where it stays. I hate that I lost the case to my earplugs. Typically, when I ride, if I'm in a little bit of traffic like that, I try to get out away from everybody. Honestly, the more distance I have between myself and a car, the better chances I have to not get ran over. And even now, I have probably a football field or so in between me and the people behind me. Like, I'm coming up on these couple of cars. Can I hang back a little bit to give some distance on them? Yes. And if I catch up to them, great. I'll make sure to move around them as safe as I can, making sure that they know that I'm here. Because a lot of times people, they're playing on their cell phones, yes, but a lot of times what ends up happening is they just don't see you. Headlights may be dim, brake lights might be dim. Because I know for this bike, bullet tail lights that are in the back, you can't see them very well at night. Anything that kind of sets the bike apart and makes you stand out, the less likely you are to get hit. Now, are your chances zero? No. Your chances are never zero whenever you're riding a motorcycle. You always have to concert life. That guy was like 70 years old. But at the end of the day, your chances are never zero when it comes to riding a motorcycle. Even if there was no cars out on the street, it would still not be zero. You have other factors to play in. Yawned again. Which, one of the roads that I'm probably going to end up going down, maybe. I might go down it. Might not. But people treat it like it's a drag strip. Like, you'll be going 65, 70 mile an hour down that particular road, and people will still pass you. You're going 30 mile an hour under the speed limit. See, and stuff like that, the car that I just went around, they were going under the speed limit until I got right up next to them, and then they sped up. Ooh, I could go for some good coffee this morning. But this afternoon, when I get off of work, I'm going to the Big B. Sorry, dude. I'm going to the Brunswick to pick up the old lady from work. She had to work today. Took her, dropped her off this morning with one of her coworkers, and said, I'm going to ride Carmen to work this morning. That's exactly what I did. It's a very good morning for a ride. It's not too cool. It's not too hot. Perfect. And when I get a chance to ride Carmen, whether it's to work or wherever, I try to take advantage of it for the sole reason that you don't know how many days you have left. You should do whatever brings enjoyment to you, whether it's riding motorcycles, whether it's working on cars or trucks or even motorcycles, fishing, hunting, something that brings enjoyment to your life. You should definitely try to do it as much as you can, even if you're not good at it. Give it a try. You can always learn how to do something. There's always someone out there that can teach you how to do something. I mean, YouTube University is there, so everybody uses YouTube for everything. When I have a question, typically I go to YouTube if it comes to working on her. Because obviously, these bikes have been around for quite a while, and I never claimed to be an expert on the full workings of this Harley. Never claimed to be. I'm not an expert mechanic. Usually if I have a question and I can't figure it out, I reach out to people and I try to get input on what could be going on. Usually it's a quick little Google search and you get the answer that you need. Should probably tighten that clutch up a little bit. I do believe that anyone is able to do whatever they put their mind to. If you want to learn how to do underwater basket weaving, do it. The hardest part about doing something new is having the ability to say, I'm going to fail at it the first time. Usually what I tell new guys that come into the fire service, you don't fail whenever you're learning how to do something. It's always the first attempt in learning. Using that lesson from trying something the first time helps you understand what happened, what went wrong, what you can do to do better the next time. Being able to understand something means you have to do it more than one time, which means that you have to be able to set the egos aside, be humble, and understand that you're not born with all the knowledge in the world. You have to learn it. You have to understand it from other people who have gone through the same process that you're going through. At the end of the day, I may not be good at doing this whole video motorcycle riding stuff, but I'm gonna give it a try because I love riding motorcycles. I love working on motorcycles. I love doing everything motorcycles. At the same time, why not take something that I enjoy and push it out into the world? Is the market saturated with people that go out and motovlog? Yes. People that go out and document their riding experiences and see as they ride motorcycles? Yes. It is saturated. But at the end of the day, I love watching people on motorcycles on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So seeing them inspired me to do this. Being able to go out and take something that I genuinely enjoy, I believe would help others. At the same time, I try to spread some positivity when I'm going out and I'm riding. Don't quit just because you wasn't successful the first time. Being successful the first time, typically not. You won't be fully 100% successful the very first time. You're going to have some hiccups. You're going to have to revisit multiple times, so that way someone else comes by and needs help, you're able to say, I went through these steps to get to where I'm at. That's a wrap, guys. Finished up, got out about an hour earlier than what we were planning on. Everybody was scheduled to be here until 4. We got out a little after 3. It was good. It was good. Honestly, I enjoyed teaching for the past 2 days, and I enjoyed the guys. While they're on my shift with me, I was a little hesitant about them, but it was great. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of information that they learned. There was a lot of information that I learned along the way, because I'm a steward of the craft. I try to learn, even though I've been in the fire service as long as I have. I've tried to learn as much as I could, and I still learn as much as I can, because at the end of the day, no one knows everything. And being able to honestly be humble enough to say I don't know goes a long way in the fire service. It is a nice 90 degrees outside, so it's gonna be a little warm ride home today. I was going to change shirts, but I decided that I'll just keep mine on, and I'm going to assume that that y'all can't see the department that I work for. And if you do, great. You know what that means? Rotating the camera so you fools can't see me. But I also, before I left, I went ahead and changed out the little rubber grommets on my earplugs to see if they were a little bit better. I believe that the ones that I had on the were too big and it was causing my ears to hurt. This morning on the way in, I swapped them out for a neck size down, and right now they feel fine. They're not. I do not know what just happened, but my Cardo connected right up to the FM again. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm not pressing any buttons or anything. It just, I don't know. Weird, but problem is I can't connect it when it's connected to my camera. I can't connect it to my phone to be able to see or to be able to turn it off, turn off the FM. The police is hot and heavy today. World of fear. I'm honestly happy that I am going home a little early today for the sole purpose of my girl and my dogs and cows and horses. I did put my backpack on my right side of my bike, and I don't know, it weighs probably 15-20 pounds, and it's leaning a little bit to the left, but it's not terrible. So that took care of the weight, but the problem is then I had to carry around a bunch of my bag. It shouldn't be done like that, but maybe I can figure something out. Whew! It's a little spicy outside. It's spicy out here in this world. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get it. Get it. Please. Get it. Please. Don't get me. Bro, this guy just flew on me like that. And that cop didn't do jack nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just flew around me and just stayed there. What kind of police work is that? This is a moment of just letting go. You hear me saying forever. You feel me longing for you forever.